Hello, this is Austin, the pure data analyst, and I wanted to talk to you a little bit about the journey that I took into data analytics. And first, it started off with I got a couple different certificates. I never actually went to school, but you don't have to go to school to call yourself a data analyst or even work to call yourself a data analyst. But I am a part of Data Kind and have done some volunteer work for them, able to share my skills and expertise. And something we're doing this weekend is exploring food shortages, which is really fun. And luckily, it's my birthday too, so I'll be able to at least join with good spirit. I am happy. But also, I did the Google Data Analytics courses and received my certificate in 8 months. Before that, it was me on the website Udemy getting a certificate with a boot camp, the complete 2022 boot camp, Querying Essentials, I believe it was called, which isn't a real boot camp, but I grew comfortable watching these videos and learning in a way where I still felt like I wasn't wasting my time because I was always able to wrap my head around what was going on and conceive and the concepts that were in front of me. But it also boosted my confidence a lot too. It Completing that was something necessary for me. It felt like I was moving towards a better direction, and also in my career. I felt like real hands on work came with the Google Data Analytics certificate, where it also even helped solidify the fundamentals of SQL that I had been learning for so long. And about three-fourths of the way through the Google Data Analytics certificate, I made plans for myself to review and stay on top of new information that I had just learned. I learned so many more things than the original Udemy course, and we didn't go over as much vocabulary as I would have hoped for, or it was going over that and just going over it too fast, really, too. But I learned a great amount of the fundamentals in Udemy. I learned a great amount of more advanced concepts in the Google Data Analytics certificate. I was able to wrap my head around and these concepts in both certificate courses that was developing me into a better person with data overall. And then really after those plans for myself to stay on top of this new information, I picked up a couple of books in SQL, and I kept a pocket guide, an SQL guide, which proved to be very useful, especially with my first project that I worked on. And along with a personal search I did on the site that harbors textbooks and e-text for students, I found on Chegg, actually, that I just used Chegg to figure out what colleges are making kids read these days. It could be textbooks, it could be regular books, I don't know. But I used Chegg just so I think that I found that most popular and useful textbooks, and people go through academically these textbooks, and it provides necessary to understand information in all of these books as well. I truly believe, and they're also worth college credit as you go through these books. So I feel like that was the right move for me. And the guide to SQL, the textbook I just got, a guide to SQL ninth edition with Phil Pratt and Mary Last. Had a handful of more information that I felt like needed to fully wrap my head around SQL. But I'm still going, still buying more books, and still reading up on different things, and still putting myself out there. It's been very interesting. I show up on at least 20 searches a week on my LinkedIn, but I also have been working on a little bit of other things, really just moving my own direction, trying to find projects that I want to do, and spend these weekends as a weekend warrior. That's what I was called at the end of my Google Data Analytics certificate. They kept track of every time you started studying, and now see, that's actually perfect, because when everyone wants to know themselves and figure out what works best for them more, and I found that moving a lot of the important parts of my career and transitioning into a better person, and making sure my mental health is where it needs to be, where I can find a balance in my own life, that sometimes it's better for me to study on the weekends too, and it's better for me to grow into more aggressively, and understand new concepts and different things. And I'm still so young, and there's still so much that I can learn. And my weekends don't involve always going out to the bar or hanging out with friends, but instead it's a place where I can be myself and do the things I want to do my hobbies, and do my work. And it's really amazing. But thanks.